everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a video using the Colourpop and Kathleenlights Dream Street collab. I have the palette and the lip trio. I figured I would do this now because one, I've never used this collection on my channel. I've had it for a while and honestly haven't used it that much altogether. And she's about to release another collection with Colourpop, the Zodiac collection, which also has an eye palette, some lipsticks, highlighters, which I'm really excited to get my hands on that. And she did say that this goes hand in hand with that collection, that they really work well together. So I figured I would go ahead and do a tutorial using this before that actually releases. I'm not sure quite exactly what kind of look I want to do today. When I have used this palette, I did only use it for like a neutral look, but I do want to do a look that'll go with this lippy from the collection in Revere. I'm not sure how to say that. This was not the original video I was planning on putting up today. The video that I was going to do was a tutorial, but I've been having some really weird irritation going on with this eye, and the video was going to be a tutorial using glitter, and I really did not want to be putting chunkier glitter around my eyes and then trying to remove it. It would just irritate it so much more. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this video today, and I will have the glitter tutorial up probably Friday. I know I tend to talk a lot in my intros, so I'm just going to stop right here and let's go ahead and jump into the video. I'm starting off by priming my eyes with the Tarte Shape Tape Eye Primer. And for this, since it does need to be set down in place and that palette doesn't have a matte bone shade, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild single shadow in Brulee to do so. The color names are opposite on the back of this palette, so I'm taking this matte color right here in Shooting Star for my transition shade with a Morphe M504 brush. Now taking Potion on a Luxie 205 brush, I'm putting this right below Shooting Star to start getting the orange tones in this look. I'm going back and forth between these two brushes without any extra product on them, just to make sure everything is going to be nice and blended out. Going in with Spark on a Morphe M433 brush, I'm putting this on the outer part of my eye and lightly through the crease, just making sure everything is blended out. This is my favorite color in this palette. It is so pretty. It's like a corally orangey shade, and it's just gorgeous. And I decided to do a halo eye today, so I'm putting this Spark color on the inner part of my lid as well. And for the center of my lid, I'm spraying Sweet Dreams with the Smashbox Primer Water to make this pop even more. I was really surprised with how amazing this look turned out, especially adding this shade in the center. It just looks so gorgeous. I'm just going back in with a little bit more of Spark so there's not such a harsh line between that color and the Sweet Dreams shade in the center of the lid. Moving on to the face, I've already primed my face with the NYX Honey Do Me Up Primer, and I felt like starting with my concealer, so I'm using the Milani Conceal and Define. No. This is the Retouch and Erase concealer, and I like this concealer. It's very lightweight. It doesn't offer as much coverage as I want it to, so I'm going to go in with a different concealer on top of it. But it does blend out really beautifully, and it, like I said, it is very lightweight, and it does have a nice brightening effect, just not the coverage. So I'm taking the Makeup Revolution concealers, and on top of that, I'm taking C3 and a little bit of C5 just to get a little bit more coverage. And for foundation, I'm taking the Milani Conceal and Perfect one, and I'm using a Moda Prismatic 801 brush for this. I hadn't used this brush in a while, so I just wanted to see if I still liked it, and it was okay with this foundation. I'm going to go in with my beauty sponge in just a minute. I felt like it didn't give me enough coverage when I used it with this brush, but this brush is really nice for certain foundations. It blends it out really awesome, and they're really affordable too, so that's a plus. Going back in with my Makeup Revolution concealer in C5 just to spot conceal, because sometimes no matter what foundation I use, I just feel like I need that little bit of extra coverage. So this is one of my favorite concealers to use for that. For setting under my eyes, I'm taking this Cover FX loose powder, and I'm just making sure the concealer is blended out before I put this on, just so I'm not setting in any creasing or buildup in my lines under my eyes. To set my entire face, I'm using the Milani Prep Set and Go Translucent Face Powder, and I'm almost out of this. I need to get me a new one. I'm just so in love with this powder with any foundation. It sets really well and it doesn't feel too cakey. And for bronzer, I'm using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I love this bronzer. It's my favorite drugstore one, and I love applying it with this specific brush. This is a Flower Beauty Travel Powder Brush. It's just looks so amazing when I use this brush, and I don't like using it with other bronzers or anything like that. It's just this specific one, the way it blends it out. I'm in love with it. And for blush, I'm using the Anastasia Radiant Blush Kit, and I'm taking the color in Terrace. I don't know why I decided to use this color. Well, a couple of the other ones on the palette would have went so much better with this look. I guess it's just what I was feeling this day, so this is what I did. And I'm just going to add some of that Cover FX powder under it to clean the bronzer and to blend everything out later. Now on a Morphe M506 brush, I'm taking some more Spark and adding this to the lower lash line just to tie the whole look in together. And for some reason right here my camera was out of focus. I couldn't get it to focus, but it'll fix itself in just a second. And I felt like I took this color a little too far down, so I'm just taking the sponge that I've been using with the Cover FX powder and just putting a little bit of the powder under there and brushing it away just to kind of clean it up so it's not too messy looking. And I wanted to keep this eye look pretty bright, so I'm using the NYX Wonder Pencil to put in my waterline instead of a black or a brown or anything like that. Now I'm just going in with some mascara, and I was going to do lashes, that's why I showed them, but after the mascara I just love the way it looks, so I decided to skip them. Now I'm just going to blend that powder out, blend my blush and bronzer out, because I know I went way too heavy with my blush today like I usually do. So I'm just going to tap a little bit of the excess powder on my sponge over it and blend it out. For my highlight today, I'm taking Summer from the Anastasia Sun Dip Glow Kit. I absolutely love the Anastasia Glow Kits. This is pretty much the only color from this specific one I can use, but it is still really gorgeous. I'm just lining my lips with a nude lip liner because this color, the lip color that I'm using is one of their satins, and I don't want it to slip around, and since it is a brighter color, I really want to have that line so it'll be easier for me to apply and it'll be a little bit of a cleaner application. And you guys know I cannot say the name of this color, but it is from the collection. You guys know what color it is. It is a really pretty orangey color, and it's not something I would pair with this look again. I just really wanted to use it because it's not a color I use that often, and it's not horrible with this look. I would just prefer one of the other nudes from the Dream Street collection to go with this, but I do really love this color. And for an inner corner highlight, I'm taking Moony. So that is actually it for this video. I am in love with the way this look turned out. I don't do halo eyes that often, but I'm loving this. I'm so glad I decided to do this video. I had used the palette a couple times before, so I already knew that the shadows, they were just really nice and pigmented and they blend really well. This lip, it's not the most even application. I don't really like things that don't dry down completely matte. I feel like they get really messy, especially for brighter colors like this. But the Ultra Satin formula from Colourpop is really comfortable if you don't like that really dry liquid lipstick feeling. This is definitely a good formula to try. They also have a more nude satin lip with the collection in Dreamy. I really love this color as well. And then they have a ultra glossy lip in Moonchild, which I don't really like glosses that much, and I love this one. It's not too glittery and it's not too sticky, and it's a nice nude color, so I really love it with more dramatic looks, or even just like on more natural days when I just want something simple on my lips. I really love it for that as well. I really do love this collection that she did with Colourpop, and I'm really excited now to try out the Zodiac collection even more since I got to play with this one. So please be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel before you leave. Also, turn on the notification bell so you'll be notified anytime that I post a video. I'll have all my socials listed in the description box down below that you can follow me there as well. And I'll post on there when I upload my videos. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys!